All right, we're getting close to the closing ceremonies here. So take a couple more minutes until the whole crowd comes back. As you've noticed this week, we were signing a lot of MOUs. There is one last MOU left for this Congress, and the last one goes to ESN. As we're moving towards creating the global network of universities under ICAS and all our associate members, it makes a lot of sense to partner with organizations that already have established a presence in these domains. So I'm going to ask Spiros to come up. So Spiros, if you'd like to introduce yourself, say a couple of words, and then we're going to sign, and then I'm going to give my reflection, okay?
Thank you very much, Dimitri, for this. Okay, my name is Spiros Pantelakis. I am Professor Emeritus at the University of Patras and one of the founding members of the ESN Association, which was established in the year 2002, having as its one of the principal objectives to network in order to enable synergies and be more efficient on facing the challenges of our sector. Today, after more than 20 years, we managed to have more than 350 members, being both individual professors and entities like universities, university departments, and so on, and could establish excellent links to the research establishments in Europe and also to the European industry and make a step forward. However, we acknowledge that the problems and the challenges we are facing are global. And in this context, the opportunity given to us to sign this MOU with ICAS is a bridge to network also outside Europe and meet our colleagues there and work with them together. And therefore, it would be an omission to do not express my gratitude to Dimitri for his efforts for making it real. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in Thessaloniki next month, and also the other colleagues of ICAS in the frame of the next ESN conference.
So let's make it official.
Okay.
So at the time of fragmentation, that everyone wants to go off and do their own thing, this is a testimony that we're all trying to unite and create collaborations and cooperation. So this is another accomplishment over the last couple of years. There's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes for these agreements to be agreed upon. And it's not so much the paperwork and the legalese, it's more the intent of the people that they want to partner together. So we're looking forward to a great relationship with you, Spiro, and ESN. All right, is it time? We'll make it time. I proclaim that it's 5 o'clock. Okay, so I hope that everybody had a fantastic week. I don't know what expectations you had coming in, but I hope you're sufficiently tired so that you can go home and relax for a little bit at the expense of your bosses, okay? I also had the students, we were paying a few students to go around and take pictures of people having fun by the Duomo and so forth. And I'm happy to report that we didn't have too many incidents, okay? So that happened after hours, so that's very good. I got some total numbers for the week. We ended up with 1,150 participants from 40 countries, 800 professionals and 350 students and another 85 accompanying persons. So needless to say that we're very thankful to the local organizing committee, the leadership that AIDA provided, the leadership that Erasmo and his colleagues provided. So on behalf of our member societies and associate members, I thank AIDA formally, led by Erasmo, Sarah, Marco, and others for hosting this Congress. And I also congratulate the team of our Italian colleagues and volunteers on the local organizing committee. So I would like to ask Erasmo to come up and maybe say a few words about the team itself, and then I will ask you to come again later on for the exchange. Okay?
Yeah, thank you very much. So thank you very much, Dimitri. Yeah, we have, of course, done our job to have this event here in Florence, but I think the success of, as far as the numbers are coming from the work from ICAS and in particular for yourself, because it's as a number of abstract, probably this is the most successful ICAS ever at the moment. And as you said, we are, when you organize something in Italy, it's easy to get people. Then if you organize, because people like to come to Italy for tourists, for food, and Fiorentina here in particular, I've seen so many of you having Fiorentina. When you say mid-rare, then is a point, because the people here, they really like it in their own way. And of course, monuments, Florence is one of the capital of Renaissance, so no chance, for many other cities, to be better than this place. But in particular, also this room is just wonderful. This is on the back of this villa, and this, for me, from my experience, this is the nicest auditorium I have never been in my life. So you can also sing here. Yeah, but I do not. But also singing is wonderful in this room. And also the people from the Firenze Fiera was really extremely professional. I think we have enjoyed to use the rooms, and everything was extremely made in the right way. Also the place here around, and also the food. Of course, we could make it more, but we have to also to work. So, but you had time to make a better dinner in the evening. But let me first thank, otherwise I will forget the sponsors. They are very important for this kind of event. We really need more and more sponsors also in the future. So I first thank the Centro Italiano di Ricerche Aerospaziali, which was one of the main sponsors. So, CIRA, we say. Yeah, Deutsche Luft- und Raumfahrt, DLR as well. Yeah, Clean Aviation, that has contributed quite a lot in terms of also presentations and people taking part of the conference and contributed in this various section. Boeing as well. And then the research center INRIM, that is, by the way, in Torino, where I come from. And Esteco, small companies, Esteco, and SEAS, which is, older member than EAS for the ICAS, and small companies, Martup. So Dimitri already told the main names. Of course, I was the co-chair of the local, the chairman of the hosting society here for this conference, and then Marco was the delegate of AIDA, and Sarah, because she's AIDA, she's also part of executive committee. So we all together have somehow worked with the local committee with so many people. I have no time to list all of them, but I want in particular to thank the students. That really we had 50 students doing excellent work. Oh, so you see, yeah, sorry, the committee is here. Yeah, and the students did really a great job, and they help us to make, the the financial issues less difficult. Yeah, this, I know that you are looking at me. So, yeah, but anyway, we really enjoy to have, for third time ICAS in Italy, so it means that every 10, 11, 12 years, ICAS is going to come to Italy, and I don't know where will be the next destination, but ICAS is always welcome, and we are very proud as AIDA, as founding member of ICAS, to have ICAS here in Torino. So I hope you enjoy, and thank you very much for coming.
There will be an announcement soon as to where we're going next, so just to have to wait just a little bit longer. Okay, so during the week, we had a variety of different things going. Obviously, we had different lectures. Tonight, we're going to be giving awards at the banquet. We had some good social events that they were spectacular and very unique to the region and so forth. But we also some work-related things. For instance, we had a student competition. So amongst all the many students that Erasmus was talking about, some of them were competing against each other. So we have a committee dedicated to this one, and they did the evaluation, and we have an honorable mention, Renan Silva from Brazil. So he's a runner-up right there. And then the top two, just so they can get recognized, we're not going to say who won. That will be tonight, to be continued. That's how they do in TV series, okay? It will be tonight. So, Sabnam Kiasat from Italy. Okay. And Hannah Hadsdick from the United States. So if you want to come up, we'll take a picture up here. Okay, come over here, we'll take a picture. The other two, yeah, please come up. Okay, please come. And the surprise will be tonight, okay? You have to be surprised tonight. All right, very good. So have a photographer. So as a condition for winning this, they have to become regular members and pay real dues in the future, right, Erasmus? I will fix that problem. Thank you, Adam. We'll see you tonight, okay? All right, then there was a little competition as to who's going to have the most mentions in the Congress app. So this person obviously wasn't paying a lot of attention to the conference, okay? Or a lot of attention to the conference. We will have to ask him. His name is Gopal Sharma, and it's actually from Nepal. I don't think we've ever had a person from Nepal attending the conference. So, is he in the room? Still in the museum? Okay. Well, there was alcohol involved, so I don't know, it's going to stay over there. All right, okay. Let's keep note of that one, okay? All right, and then there was a lottery winner for an iPad. And you have to be here to get it, okay? So we have 3 names. So I'm going to say the first name. If that person doesn't hurry up here and get it, we're moving to the second name. So let's see how quickly you can react. So the winner is Matthias Teckel. But you... All right. We had other names. I could be cruel and tell you who were the other people. So you know you didn't win, but okay. No, that's okay. All right, we don't have Gopal Sharma in the room, right? Okay. That's kind of sad when you're winning this award and you're not there to get it, but okay. All right. So we're coming to an end, and this is also the conclusion of my ICAS presidency. Actually, formally, will be at the end of the year, but the last opportunity to be here present with you. So usually what happens is there is a council meeting yesterday that if you've done a very good job, you get fired. So I got fired. So I will be moving on to... So I have, the next 2 years will be committed and dedicated to creating the network of the academic institutions and also to finish the inclusion and bringing in all the various nations that are missing from our aeronautical council. So hopefully in 2 years we can report back that we have made a major step in that direction. I also want to tell you that life doesn't end with this event. Every odd year, we have an emerging technology forum. The site has been decided, is Brno in the Czech Republic, same time of the year, next year. And there will be a theme associated with it. It's almost like a specialist meeting. It's a 2-day event and 2 days of other meetings for the people who are related to the program committee. So please keep an eye out for all this information. We also want to tell you that the council yesterday approved a bid for 2028 by ICAS in Canada, and we will be heading there in Montreal in September of 2028. So Phil Ferguson. Okay. The president from ICAS did a fantastic job along with the people from the Montreal region in giving the presentation. So Phil, we're looking forward to seeing you in Montreal. So, yeah, thank you. I also want to acknowledge that we have a lot of old friends that have visited us again this week. So we had several past presidents that it so happens that they're here. So if maybe they can stand up and kind of wave their hand a little bit. I think we have about 6 past presidents in the room. So Mary, if you can stand up. Okay, Joao. Okay, great. We should have about more, okay? All right. But quite a few of them. So with that note, I would like to know how many people attended ICAS in the 80s. Okay, you can stand up. We can see we have. Do we have anybody from the 70s or? Okay, 80s is okay. 70s? 80s, okay. 80s is okay. All right. Because I'm seeing, some familiar faces. I see Raz Nagia, who's coming here from the 1980s. Rick Parker, he just left. He was here from the 80s. Thank you for your continuous support and coming to our events. We also are greeting some new members. Greece rejoined us after a long time. I don't know if the Greek representative is here. Maybe he can wave his hand. Nope, okay. Israel, Chile, there you go, the Chileans. Malaysia, okay, and Bulgaria. Okay, we'll work on that. Now that doesn't help us. So if I understood it well, you want to go back to Bulgaria so you can count as a Bulgarian? Is that what you're saying? Okay, you count as one. Okay, very good, very good. And then finally, we had the MOUs this week, as we mentioned. You saw the ESN. We had the clean aviation, and we're very grateful to Axel, not only for bringing tremendous content to our Congress, but for his continued relationship with us. We also signed a relationship with IFAR, and there's going to be a follow-on in Singapore in about a month to get more of the details. In the future to come, we're going to see a lot more content from the research organizations, and just like we did with JAXA and NASA, we're going to see more content specializing in each and every one of those areas. We signed an MOU with ICAS, and of course we signed our continued relationship with ISABI So in a week's time, I have to go to ISABI and give a summary of what we heard this week. So I don't know how I'm going to do that, but that's my keynote in a week's time. Okay, so suspense now, where we're going in 2026. It was announced 2 years ago, you don't remember. So in 2026, we're heading to Sydney, Australia. So we're going to have a handover. So Erasmo, if you want to come up here, following the Olympic tradition, okay? Erasmo made a flag for ICAS. We didn't have a flag before. Thank you, Erasmo. And we're going to pass it to the Australians. I hope they have room in their luggages to take the flag back to Australia. And right after that, we're going to see a little presentation so we can get excited, because the emotions here are kind of low, and I don't want you to get sad. I want you to start thinking about Australia. So where are the Australian representatives? Oh, there you go. Nick, okay? So you're going to pass the baton from Italy to Australia. So Erasmo, any words of wisdom as to what to do and not what to do? All right, so you have a little video, I assume? You want to say a few words? Okay, please.
Okay, thank you everyone. What an amazing conference first in Florence. Thank you for everyone who organised the conference here. Fantastic week, thank you. So now I'm armed with the ICAS flag, we can start to think of the future, which is in Sydney. I moved to Sydney 3 years ago. It's an amazing place, I absolutely love it. And it will be really amazing to see all of you here in 2 years' time. Now, to get the proceedings going, like good Australians, we like a little bit of a gamble. So I'm going to call up Imi, to do a little draw, because we've got a free registration. The first free registration, we did a raffle this week. So I'm going to pull out a lucky name. Okay, so hopefully this person can actually come to Sydney. But we have Giulio Gori from the Politecnico di Milano. Are they in the room? I think Imi will sort that out and get in touch. But yeah, we absolutely have enjoyed this week amazingly. It's been a fantastic week. We also enjoyed working with Dimitri and all of his team up to this point. We've got a lot of great plans in place for Sydney. There'll be all of the usual high standard of ICAS presentations, but you've got the beautiful Sydney city to enjoy as well. So we'll play a little video for you for 2026, and really looking forward to seeing you there in 2 years' time. I've got to do it, haven't I? There you go.
Welcome to Sydney, Australia, where I'm standing in the International Convention Centre, where we'll be hosting the 36th Congress of the International Council of Aeronautical Sciences.
I begin today by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land upon which we meet, Gamora, of the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. I pay my respects to elders past, present and future.
We'll have a range of exciting social functions for you to choose from, providing you with opportunity to reconnect with colleagues and form new connections. There's a welcome reception, student party, Congress banquet and Congress reception. We'll be meeting in spaces such as this with a variety of program events featuring keynote speakers, networking opportunities, workshops and an opportunity to participate in our mentoring programs. The program will be full of research, innovation and discovery. We hope that you will learn something practical that will help you in your field.
I'd like to take this opportunity to encourage you to register for ICAS 2026 here in Sydney, Australia. You'll have access to world-class facilitators, presenters, and other colleagues in our industry to discuss the emerging issues facing us right across the globe.
I'm currently standing on the Pyrmont Bridge in Darling Harbour with the ICC behind us where we have the Congress. Sydney has so many things to offer though. You may want to go for a walk around Darling Harbour and have a lovely coffee and relax. Or you might want to walk over to the Harbour Bridge and even climb the bridge. And then right next to the Opera House there's Botanic Gardens for a lovely walk with the nature. Or you may want to go further over to the world famous Bondi Beach, have a stroll along the beach and see the famous Icebergs pool.
We're near so many wonderful destinations in New South Wales. Just 90 minutes away is the Blue Mountains with our amazing bushland. If you're into wineries, we're very near the Hunter Valley where our famous wines are about 2 hours away. And of course, if you wanted to visit our nation's capital, Canberra, it's 3 hours drive away. So why don't you make the most of your visit down under?
There's a wide variety of accommodation options all within walking distance of the convention centre and arranged to suit all budgets.
I'm really looking forward to the start of the conference so we can get together and network with all our friends.
We can't wait to welcome you to Sydney, Australia for ICAS 2026.
All right, I hope that sets you up for the right mood. And again, we're really looking forward to seeing you in 2 years to enjoy all of those things we just put in front of you. I'm sure it's tempting enough, and we'll enjoy also all of the great technical knowledge and community of ICAS when we see you in Sydney. Thank you.
By the way, I understand that 600 Coanda things were distributed, right? Okay. All right, so next point. Obviously, elections happened, or the council approved the next set of leaders. So starting with the existing ones, this is the under the purview of Professor Chris Atkin, who was the head of the program committee, and Gunnar Gunberg, who was Homberg, that was the PPSC, and of course all the members of the program committee. So we want to thank all of you for this great effort. We want to thank the leaders of Track 1 and Track 2 that helped us put together all the invited sessions. For many, many years, the program was predominantly dominated by submissions of papers. This new style of inviting papers is kind of augmenting the program, making sure that the latest developments are actually captured at any one of our congresses, and also attracts people, especially at the network level, at the same level as the keynotes. So that one has been a very successful story at Stockholm and now here again, and I'm pretty sure that this will continue into the future. So going forward, Professor Chris Atkin in January will be our new president. So I don't know where he is. There he is, okay, right there. Maybe wake of him. So he's representing the Royal Aeronautical Society. Gunnar Homberg from Sweden is going to be a new PC chair. And Dr. Faye Collier from NASA and AIAA, I don't know where he is, somewhere up there. He is going to be a new PPSC, okay? So those are the people who will be helping us in putting the program together. And of course, as we're getting the new members from the new countries, we will try to incorporate them into our ranks. So I hope all of you had a good time. I think you learned a lot. You're taking back good experiences. I heard some good comments, especially some young people told me that they really enjoyed the program, that it was the best program ever. I've been to many conferences. I won't say that this program is any better than any other program. But what I would say is that because of the intimacy, that is not a mega productions that we start seeing today with 5, 6, 7,000 people, I think that gives a lot more opportunity for people to socialize in smaller groups, and maybe it's not as hectic as having 60 parallel sessions. So we will analyze this and try to understand what that is. I'm also going to be working with our industrial partners, Boeing, Airbus, Safran, and so forth, to try to understand the value proposition of how to better create a better partnership with our big organizations. There are a lot of associate members that they're SMEs. I'm going to be doing that too, and of course our universities. So what is left to be done? We have a banquet tonight that is about maybe 20-minute ride away from here by bus. Is that correct? 20 minutes? Okay, so we have buses waiting around the corner. They're going to start leaving at 7 o'clock. So I want to give you some time if you want to go back to your hotel, freshen up, pick up a spouse, if you still have one, after abandoning them for a week, and we'll meet back here so we can head out. I think we need to be there probably by 7:30, and I think dinner is at 8:30, something like that. There will be, of course, drinks. There will be entertainment. I'm not going to tell you what it is. It won't be me. And of course, we're going to give the awards tonight. So I wish you safe travels if you're not coming with us tonight, and all of us, safe travels back home. And let's start thinking about what we're going to do next time. So I'm closing this Congress. Don't be sad, okay? Thank you.